Hi there, this is Dominic Dejon Craig, and coming to you live. Today, we're going to talk about Joe Biden and how his campaign has pivoted to coronavirus. Now, this is significant. They they invested so much time and energy into Black Lives Matter Antifa, the riots, burning down the cities, and calling them peaceful protesters and pretending to be on the side of these very same peaceful protesters, setting up a huge organization to collect billions of dollars for Black Lives Matter, which is the same organization as Antifa, the same people. This money is being used to transport them across the country so they can engage in their acts of terror and then get bailed out of jail and on and on and on and on. And then, of course, Biden's numbers fell because the American people decided that safe streets were very important to them, that they wanted public safety, and that they did not sympathize with the Black Lives Matter Antifa terrorists, that they don't want Marxism, socialism, they don't want all the stuff that they were demanding. You know the deal. No chop zones, okay? No riots, no harassing people in restaurants. So anyway, Biden's numbers began to fall, and in a panic, he came out of his basement and he shifted to coronavirus, and that's where he is now. Now he wants to talk about the coronavirus. Now, mind you, he tried to fight to keep the Black Lives Matter thing alive. He tried to say, well, I condemn all violence. I condemn members of the Trump administration. They will not commit to condemning all violence. But Americans are not stupid. We know he called them peaceful protesters for months. And then all of a sudden he wants to pretend like he's the law and order guy. But anyway, that didn't work. So now he wants to go down the coronavirus route. Now, let's get this all out in the open. While they're trying to say that Donald Trump mishandled the coronavirus, the Donald Trump CDC way back in November discovered that the coronavirus was in the country. They discovered this back in November. And they put out a warning. Now, as it becomes apparent to Donald Trump that this is serious, well, he put in a travel ban. And this was January 31st. Now, right after he did that, Joe Biden called it xenophobic, which is just a long word for racist. He called it racist. That's what Joe Biden did. While this is going on, February 2nd, the uh, the New York City Health Commissioners, Osiris Bordeaux, she told the people to continue to go out, go to the parades. And Mark Levine, he called them scare tactics. He said, "Y'all go on out and party. Don't listen to these scare tactics." And these are both Democrats. Now, this is New York. Now, on the 24th, Nancy Pelosi, now I'm talking February 24th, Nancy Pelosi in San Francisco, she told the people to go to join in with the Chinese New Year celebration and not to be afraid of the virus. In fact, she called the virus racist, and she said that she was trying to tell the people to go join the Chinese New Year to protect against anti Chinese racism. This is what Nancy Pelosi said. So she wants y'all to go get the coronavirus from the Chinese to prove that you are not racist against the Chinese. Okay? Now, March 2nd, Bill de Blasio, he told everybody to go to the restaurant, go to the theater, everybody go out for a night on the town, he said. He said, yeah, don't be afraid of these scare tactics. And then on April 3rd, Adam Schiff and Nancy Pelosi opened up an investigation into Trump's mishandling of the coronavirus. Now they want to come. I mean, you can't make this up. Let me say that again. On the 3rd, April, was it March? The 3rd, 4 3 2020, 4 3 2020. Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff opened up an investigation into Donald Trump's mishandling of the coronavirus. Now, what's apparent from these facts? It's apparent that the Democrats were the ones who were playing it down. The Democrats were the ones who were playing it down. While all this was going on, Trump sent in hospital ships. He built field hospitals. They asked for ventilators. He sent ventilators. He sent everything that they asked for. Seattle and California sent the ventilators back. Seattle sent them first, and then California. New York didn't use them. In fact, nobody used the hospital ships, and nobody used the field hospitals. They didn't get used. Trump sent doctors, didn't get used. They didn't use all of the resources that they asked for, that Donald Trump sent. They did not use any of these resources. Here's what they did do. Andrew Cuomo, Gavin Newsom, what was his name? Tom Wolf, who's the other guy? Murphy, and who's the girl? Gretchen Whitmer. And these people are the governors of, they're the governors of California, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. While Trump had sent all of these resources to these governors so that they could effectively handle the coronavirus, instead of using those resources, they passed legislation to force nursing homes to accept coronavirus patients. This wiped out thousands of old people. Thousands, and we don't know how many, died unnecessarily. Those 5 states, California, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Michigan, account for 40% of the deaths resulting from coronavirus in the United States. 40%. Now, right now, they're trying to scare us with numbers. They're trying to be like, oh, Donald Trump is responsible for 200,000 corona deaths. And okay, let's just say that that's the number, that the 200,000 number. If he had listened to the Democrats and left the borders open, it would be millions. It would be millions. He sent the resources, they didn't use them. Now, if he sent the hospital ships and built the field hospitals and sent the doctors and the ventilators and he got the medicine, the hydroxychloroquine, right? And not only do you not use any of the resources, but you ban the medication. Now, hydroxychloroquine being used worldwide, in China, in Europe, South Korea, worldwide. It's been around for 70 years. It's a malaria medication. What it does is it brings down the body's inflammation. And when when you got the inflammation down, you can fight the coronavirus off. And unless you're on death's bed, it's like it's almost 100% unless you're on death's bed. And it costs about as much as an aspirin. And it works straight out. The Democrats banned the medicine, and they blocked every study. Every doctor who tried to come on social media and call them out, they would remove the posts. I mean, it was something else. What was going on? It was something else. Now they want to say that the president didn't react, that he didn't respond quickly enough, or that he should have panicked the people, right? I mean, he did everything that he could do, but they're mad because he didn't want to panic the people. That's a problem. He didn't want to panic the people. Forget about that. Forget about the words. Look at the actions. He closed the border and he sent in everything that they asked for. They didn't use any of the resources. They put the old people and the sick people together, and the sick people killed the old, and now they want to blame everything on Donald Trump. And that's pretty sick. But you have to understand that they just got through tearing up the country with Black Lives Matter and Antifa. There, what is it? It's like $1 billion in insurance claims that have been paid out. A lot of stuff was not insured. You can't insure lives. People were killed. And now, I mean, well, how many people died unnecessarily because those five governors put the coronavirus patients in the nursing homes? How many thousands of people died unnecessarily as a direct result of that? So I hope Biden loses. I can't stand him. I never could stand him. He's a racist. Kamala owned slaves. But today, that's our video. We've got to call them out. They only want to talk about coronavirus. They don't want to talk about Black Lives Matter and Antifa. They don't want to talk about Joe Biden and China. They don't want to talk about Kamala and slavery. They don't want to talk about the issues that we want to talk about. They want us to only be talking about coronavirus. And the thing is, there's not a part of that conversation that makes them look good. They look just as bad. They were the ones who were not only downplaying the seriousness of the coronavirus, but they were also trying to impeach the president at the same time. And when he said, no, I'm not going to participate in your impeachment, I have to fight this virus, they tried to make him look bad. Like, oh, he doesn't want to participate in our efforts to publicly have him pilloried. He doesn't want to participate in that, but he wants to go fight this fake virus. That was their attitude. That was the attitude that they displayed. So the Democrats are hypocrites. They've got nothing to stand on. Their whole modus operandi is we hate Trump. That's their whole plan. We hate Trump. Trump is about, okay, I want to fix the economy. I want to fight the virus. I want to make America great again. I want to build our borders. I want to rebuild our military. I want to do things for blacks. I want to do things for Latinos. I want to do sentencing reform, police reform. I mean, I want to do trade deals. He's doing a great job. But they don't care about that because they don't care about us. They only want power. Now then, all that we can do is vote. And they're trying to take that away with mail-in balloting. Now, I have to admit, I kind of like mail-in, but over here it's different. You have to ask for it. You fill out paperwork and stuff like that. And then they mail you your ballot. But this whole idea with the unsolicited mail-out ballots where everybody who's registered to vote gets a ballot, no, that's a license to steal. And the fact is, the Democrats know that stealing is the only way that they can win this election. Anyway, that's our video for today. And I'd like to thank you for watching. And I hope that you have a nice day.